Hello everybody, welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel, and we're going to try something a little different. It's called Mental Health Monday, and for the first Mental Health Monday video, I figured I would talk about what it was like being raised by a feminist mother and kind of some of the issues that I'm still trying to unlearn because of that raising. Now, before I get into this video, I want to say that I love my mom. Without my mom, I wouldn't be the person I am. I wouldn't be able to deal with my blindness the way that I do. Um, I am very lucky to have had her as a mom for that regard, and overall, I have lucked out incredibly with my family when it came to my blindness and them refusing to let it hold me back, and pretty much in all aspects of my life. I am very grateful for uh, how my mother let me learn as a child and just experience things. So I want to get that out of the way and say that this is not a video to just sit and trash on my mom, because I certainly would not be who I am today without her. That being said, I also wouldn't have some of the issues I have in my relationships, had I had it not been for the way I was raised. Now, my mom has always been anti-marriage. She believes that women who take their husband's last name are basically agreeing to become his property, his chattel. Um, this is a thing that she has always believed. Um, she does not believe in children taking their father's last name. I have her last name, not my father's. Um, she was actually not happy with me that I gave my children their father's last name. um, it's just a thing with her. She is very much and always has been very independent. Even when she was in really long-term relationships, she was very independent. I got the feeling that while she expected um, a partnership from her significant other, that she was like, had she been asked basically to be a housewife, she would have said no, because to her, housewife was and is a it's a degrading term. It is a lower place in society to her. Um, housewife and choosing to be a housewife is choosing to be enslaved in her mind. Um, and I am still trying to unlearn that type of attitude. I am still trying to understand that being a housewife doesn't mean that you are lesser than. It means that you are an important part of a partnership. That without you, things at home are not as good. Things at home are chaotic. Just like without the person that's working, things are, you don't eat because you don't have money for food. The bills don't get paid. The rent doesn't get paid, or the mortgage doesn't get paid. It's a partnership. Um, if say things were swapped. Say, for example, Pink Hollow was disabled and I worked. Like, he wouldn't be like, oh, it's degrading to be a house husband and to stay home and do that. No, because it would be like, it would just be his part of the partnership. And that's something that I need to learn. It's something that I need to get out of my head, that I'm not a second class citizen in the relationship just because my job involves, um, you know, making sure that the house is you know, not full of dirt and crap. And it's not just my job, on the weekends we're all doing work, but during the day I need to make sure the dishes are done and the vacuuming is done and all that stuff, when I'm not creating content because I'm home. It's just like, and it's still a work in progress to get myself out of that mentality of, I don't need nobody. I don't need no man. I don't need no nothing. Like, I need to get out of that because it's lonely. Like, I look at, at my mom and all that she's achieved, like her degrees and her position at work and all that. Like, I can tell she's lonely. Like, you can have all the strength in the world and all the independence in the world, but if you don't have anybody to share it with at the end of the day, like, what do you have? If you don't have anybody to turn to at night and share your celebrations and your hardships with, well, what the fuck do you have? If you don't have somebody to cry to or laugh with, then what do you have? And like, it's that's what making a sacrifice means. It means that, you know, you have things that, like, I hate doing the dishes. I really do. Part of it is because of my back pain. But, like, it's so what? I'm sure that, like, I know that there are some days that Pincalo really doesn't want to fucking drive all day. But he does, because without it, we don't fucking have money. So it's not a man versus woman thing the way that my mom made it. It's a partnership thing. And that's a big, big part of the problem that feminism in general has taken away from teaching young women and the male feminists, is that relationships are a partnership, and somebody needs to hold down the home front and somebody needs to go earn money. And both of them, if there are kids involved, need to guide the kids in their own way. That's how it works. And it doesn't matter, whose bits are dangling and whose bits aren't, as long as shit is getting taken care of in all of those ways, then that's what matters. And I think the big damaging part of feminism to the family is that in spite of its tropes of equality, it is so much a battle of the sexes, male versus female, let's pit each other against each other nonsense, that it teaches young women that they don't need a partner. It's not about, I don't need no man. It's, I don't need a partner. Cause like, you look at lesbian relationships and it's even more toxic. Like, the amount of abuse in lesbian relationships is insane. Again, I'm an example of that. I was I'm not gonna say I am, because I got out of that thing, and I'm not going to sit there and wallow in it, but I was the victim of an abusive lesbian relationship. And I say that feminism is a huge part of that. It teaches this whole dichotomy between stronger women versus like more docile women, and it allows the stronger women to basically shit all over the more docile women and just make them feel like they're lesser than because they choose different paths in life. And it's just as toxic as the whole, this whole alpha male dick measuring bullshit. It's literally the female equivalent of dick measuring. It is that is what feminism has become. If you choose to be a housewife and a stay-at-home mom, then you choose enslavement and you choose to be lesser than. No, fuck you. You're just jealous because you can't hold down a successful relationship. That's my take on this. I hope that you enjoy this Mental Health Monday. If you have a similar experience, either being raised by a feminist or been in a relationship with a feminist, please feel free to comment below. And please don't forget to catch me live on Twitch every night. I hope to see you there, and I hope to see you in the comments of this video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.